Now, despite European governments bringing in new restrictions, COVID-19 continues to surge across the continent. It's been confirmed that over the past week, the number of new cases has doubled. And here in France, a top doctor has said that he believes the government's estimate of how many new cases inside France could be half as many as what there actually are. Much of the Western world is struggling to contain COVID-19. The USA had recently smashed its new record for the daily number of new cases. But meanwhile, in Australia, the city of Melbourne has managed to record no new cases for the first time. It will come out of a very strict lockdown indeed next week. But Germany, which was once hailed for the way it handled the first wave of the pandemic, is seeing cases rise there too. Speaking at the World Health Summit in Berlin, the German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier stressed that everybody needs to work together.
No one is safe from COVID-19. No one is safe until we're all safe from it. Even those who conquer the virus within their own borders remain prisoners within these borders until it's conquered everywhere.
Well, let's cross over to our reporter in Berlin, who's Jona Karlgren. Jona, good to see you there. It doesn't look like there's going to be any new restrictions announced from today's meeting that Angela Merkel had with local leaders, but potentially more coming in just a few days' time.
No, you're absolutely right. It did hold a meeting today, and there was, an expectation that perhaps there would be some new restrictions coming out of that meeting. However, there doesn't seem to be any. Instead, there is now a meeting planned for Wednesday. And at that Wednesday meeting, we're hearing reports that there will be new restrictions coming out. And it's going to be called a lockdown light. That means that schools will stay open. Most shops will stay open. However, restaurants, bars and events will be banned, closed, not just at night, but in general. Now, we're still waiting, obviously, for the exact details. But that is the word coming out of Angela Merkel's office today, that is something that she is at least going to push for at this meeting on Wednesday with these other leaders from the different states in Germany. And this is obviously a great change from previously, when Germany did handle this crisis quite well and were able to escape the brunt of this virus without having to enforce any fierce lockdown, any serious lockdown. Obviously, the country shut down for a few weeks, but in general, they have handled it quite well. So this lockdown light is a step towards far more restrictions than we've previously known here in Germany.
Jona Karlgren joining us there from Berlin. Thank you very much indeed.